Hey, it's Edge here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4-hour time frame and looking at the counts from these highs of around $4,800. Since then, again, we have had this as the main scenario where we had this as a three-way structure coming down into this wave while completing a three-way structure. After that point, we have two different ideas. One of them is saying that we have this as a connector wave, which is connecting this first structure over here into the next one, again starting from these highs, or this is the start of the connector that would be something like this. So these have been the ideas that we've been following for quite some time. Again, labeled like this. This would be a large W if this was the larger connector wave, and then we would be again looking for a three-way structure into this wave Y. Only if we are getting 90% or higher retracement of this move here, we would be looking for this as an ABC downwards. I don't think that's going to be happening, so this is the expectation at the moment. Then there was this scenario where we had this as the connector already completed for the wave X, and then we would be looking for this leg downwards from here. And again, as this is a WXY, we would be expecting a three-way structure. In this one, we are looking this as a five-way structure coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't end the wave Y there at all. So we need to be having another connector wave structure, which is again on lower degree, creating this as an ABC structure. So that is the higher time frame expectations on both of these. Again, whether we are coming down to these lows, this would be invalidating the ABC count. Again, at the moment, it does not really fit a five-way move here into the move from the lows, but so we need to be looking into this, what this could be. On the other one, the invalidation would be at these highs, because again, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the start of something. It is not belonging into anything else. So if the price is getting beyond here, beyond the $4,326 area, then this idea would be wiped off. Now let's check out the smaller time frame here to see what we have as the options. Now we've been tracking this for over a month now, and in this one again, the lows we had was around 13th of October, where we had this a three-way structure in here, labeled for this one as a W wave, then three ways back into wave X, at around 3rd of November, and then another ABC possibly already completed at the wave Y. Then again, according to this count, the targets would have been around $4,100, and the one-to-one extension of this wave W in comparison to this wave Y here would be a few days later here, or a couple of days later than we actually peaked. So it is matching quite well with this peak, with the expectations. Again, fell short a bit on the one-to-one here though. From the highs, at the moment, if we are looking at this count, we would be looking this as some kind of three-way structure coming down. We nailed this bottom here on the Nasdaq long, and then the next day, I think it was Thursday, or was it Friday? It was Friday, yeah. We were shorting this top, and yeah, now we did get a move down, some kind of move up, potentially some kind of correction already, and then looking for next structure coming down for this wave Y. Again, one-to-one targets around 38.58, which would be the main target for this whole WXY. At the moment, I do think that we might have kind of zigzagging motion here, because again, these are very small waves, and I don't think that is part of this wave Y or this micro wave Y here, but instead it would be part of this sub-micro structures. So the degrees are going to be a bit different, and this would be something that I would be expecting here. So that is the more bearish count. Now for the bullish count, where we would have this as a contracting diagonal into the first wave structure, which would be a wave A or wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a wave A or wave 1, and then this a bit problematic wave B or wave 2, either ABC like so or WXY like so. Both of them are not the prettiest, both of them are having issues with the extension targets, so neither of them are really my preference, but again, I don't have anything else there, so we have to accept it. After that, wave B or wave 2 was put in place, we would have this as a wave 1, 2, 3. Again, going beyond the 1.6 one, it makes it look like it has the possibility of being a wave 3, and from there on we would have another three-way structure coming down for that possible wave 4. Again, we did not hit the 0.5 here as a retracement of this wave 3 for the wave 4, and we did not hit the wave 1 top here with the wave 4, so it is still valid. The only thing that I didn't really like about this low being made was that we did get back into this base channel that we had, again pivoted from 0 to 2 and then pulled to wave 1 here, and wave 4s generally should be lying around this this trend line that we have here as the base trend line. So that is something to watch as well. The other one that we could be watching is the acceleration channel, where you would do something like this, and we have already gone through it, which is a bit weird. Generally we don't do this, so we have to be keeping an eye out. If we are taking out these lows here, then this is getting less and less probable of a count. Again, the bad thing also about this is that we are already getting kind of weird structures in here. This is not very impulsive looking, so I do think that if we want to be bullish, we would have to be labeling this as 3 waves, and the only 3-way structure that we can have here is a diagonal, and for that diagonal to be going to happen, we would need something like this to happen for it. Again, not taking out this low and creating some kind of bearish move downwards for that possible wave 2. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, something like this, and hopefully we would be taking out the highs of this wave 3 to get us that divergence still in play. So we would be getting these double divergences if we are taking out these highs, and that would be very good for this possible C wave. Again, the extension targets that we have generally for these wave structures are all the way up in here around 41, 49. This would be the 1-to-1 extension of this wave A pivoted again from this wave B for that C wave. However, if we want to be more bullish, this would be the wave 1, 2, and third wave would be only considered at the 44, 51. And I don't really see that being that likely at the moment. That would take out the previous highs that we had here, and would make this really good looking overall as a 5-way structure. The issue that I see at the moment here is that if this should be a wave 3 that we are currently on, I do think that there is a possibility where we would have this as a 1-2, 1-2 setup if we are not taking out the 41, 49 highs or the 1-to-1 extensions, because generally the second wave 1 here in a nested pattern should be smaller than the previous one, and if we do hit the 1-to-1 extension, then there is less probabilities that it is actually a 1-2, 1-2, and in that case again we would be considering the wave C all the way up to the 1.618. So this would be the wave C target. But those are the overall expectations that I have for S&P 500. One more low possibly made if we still want to be holding on to this bullish count. Also, the bearish count on a very small time frame are expecting some down movement, and that is exactly the reason why I'm remaining in my short from here. Again, I did not take any profits here. It is of course possible that I just get stopped out here and then it's pretty much a break-even trade. But yeah, that is something that might happen. But again, the targets that I have here would be at least taking out the wave W lows of around 39.13 and then coming down all the way to the 1-to-1 extension of 38.58. At that point again we would be looking into the substructures again, or subway structures again, to give us more probabilities and see where we are actually landing, if it is actually even probable to get back to this 1-to-1 or even lower. But I think that is going to do it for today's video on S&P 500. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.